Welcome back. We're doing the Les Paul. The clear coat on the headstock has had time to dry, and so we're gonna clear coat, wet sand the clear coat. 400 wet dry, 600, 800, 1000, 1200, 1500, 2000. Then we're going to apply the decals, and then we're going to clear coat it. Then it's going to set again, and then we will wet sand it again. So it's just all kinds of fun. We are trying to get everything flat. There are peaks and valleys that develop on this finish. Orange peel, and all we're doing is getting a rag, if you can see that or not. Just trying to flatten everything out. All the little peaks and valleys gone. So now, here, let's see. Can we do it like this? Yeah, there we go. You see the little lighter colored spots has been sanded. The darker colored spots have not been sanded, and there is the difference in the height of that clear coat. So now with the sanding, I'm trying to knock it down so that it is all one height. And then as soon as I do that, oh, there's the C5 going overhead. As soon as I get that knocked down with the 400, then we will move on up the different grits. And once we hit the 2000, man, it's going to be shiny like a shiny thing. So, fun. Well, not fun. Progress. Progress is fun. Alright, we have sanded it with the 400. And you can see it's all pretty uniform. You may notice the lines going this way. That is the way that I was sanding it. Now with the next grit, I'm going to sand this way. That way when all of the lines going this way are gone, replaced by lines going this way, I know I am done with that grit. Then I can move on to the next grit, so on and so forth. On to the next grit. Here we've got one finished wet sanded headstock. Sanded it down to 2000 grit, and now comes the fun part. We'll trim these decals from CROX Guitars over in the UK. Fantastic looking decals. We'll do them one at a time, get them trimmed down, positioned, and then we'll wet them, get them in place, and then use the old micro set from Microscale from my old modeling days, and that'll help snug it down on the finish. So let's trim and get laying decals. Alrighty, here we go. Decal Nummer 1. If you've got a small pair of tweezers like this, that will help. It'll make it a little easier to pull stuff out. A couple of cotton swabs will help. A paper towel will help. A small paintbrush with which to put your decal setting solution on will help. Lukewarm water, a drop of dishwashing soap in there, just to help it slide around a little bit. I only wet sanded the top. I didn't wet sand the sides and the back of the stinger or back down the neck, because I'm going to have to clear coat this anyways, and in my mind it's just a waste of effort then, because it's fine. The new coats will melt in to the coats that are already on there, and there's just no sense in doing it over and over and over again. I'm going to do this a little bit just to make it easier to slide on there. We're good to go already. Now, since I went ahead and wet the headstock down, I've got a little time to play with it. A little bit of this solvent. Okay, fun, fun, fun. It's been a long time since I put a decal on. And then looking for little bubbles, anything that might cause frosting. There's a little one right there, now it's gone. Smoothing these edges down where I cut it with the scissors. Now there will be a noticeable edge on this when it dries, but when you clear it, and there will be lots of clear going on top of this. Sorry, you only get the one camera on this one. Man, that looks pretty good there. Alright, there we go. Now, same thing. Oh, hi, look. Same thing. Now here we just kind of blob up the excess. We give it a minute for the glue to settle in and give me a chance to move stuff around and get all mad. Put my big fat ham size hand in the camera shot. Alright, there we go. And just for fun, there's what she looks like. So, cool. Alright, we're going to let it dry. Let it dry for a day, maybe two, and we'll start clear coating it. Alright, cheers folks. Check back.